I'm doing great.
Good.
This is been a wonderful time being here in New Orleans. I don't know if you guys can hear this part, but I was saying it feels like a family reunion, like coming home. Um, a lot of people they look at me like, "You from here?" I'm like, "My people are." And they find out my last name. I'm like, "She's a Newell." Oh yeah, you
Oh,
definitely from these parts.
you know what?
Yeah.
Give Ashley baby a big hug for me. I wish I could have come because I wanted to meet all you all, but I was like, oh, it's gonna be rough with a new job, coming to a
Yeah.
new job.
Well,
But
actually,
yeah,
she's not here this
she's
weekend,
not
unfortunately.
okay.
No, she coming from Mardi Gras, which they're already setting up. I'm staying with my mom and my cousin. It's really great. Well, yeah, it's called the Little Easy, um, like kind of like a bed and breakfast almost, but it's like we got it found into Verbo. It is in the Margini area, not too far from Treme, but we are like literally walkable to Bourbon Street. Our first night here on Tuesday, we're on Frenchman and Royal. Went to this one place called Snug Harbor Jazz Bistro. Real good food, real good people, real good service. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10. And so what's great is like as we're walking, we're in the community with the people. We're not a traditional hotel, so we're in the community with the people. And what's so cool about that is like you see everybody setting up for Mardi Gras, and some people are going all the way out. Some people have like a little wreath, and with the purple and the gold and the green, and some beads on the front, stoop or something like that. But others have like inflatables, like an inflatable alligator with a Mardi Gras hat on, or inflatable mask. Some of them have like the ribbons and things coming from the banners from their balconies of their homes, and some people are just really going on out, so they're just really excited for Mardi Gras, and it's cool to be that aspect. There's certain things that you don't get staying in a hotel that other than staying like like an Airbnb or something like that, or renting a home. And I always like to be immersed with the culture, and we definitely are go to the spots to where the locals go, not just the touristy areas. You know what I mean? And so we haven't gone to Cafe Du Monde yet, but I think we're gonna go maybe today or tomorrow. They also have the Beignet Cafe down here, which I heard was really spectacular and good as well. So I don't know, we might need to try them as well.
You need some
So
oysters. Make sure you get your
I'm
charbroiled
I'm
oysters.
gonna get some char
Mm-hmm.
oysters. I've been seeing them. I was like, just a couple things on my docket before I leave. I need to get a muffalata. We're gonna go to Verte Marti for that because they're open 24 hours. And then I need beignets. I only to try them because I make beignets myself, but I'll probably be making some when I get home next week from a family friend.
I bet yours are good,
But
Vanessa.
oh, some of my mom's friends that have been to New Orleans before that tried my beignets. They said, okay, they like mine better. So
Yeah, I'm
they're
sure
like,
they're good. I can.
they're like, V's is better.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But you know how it goes, because sometimes I think people get too commercial, they get too many locations and stuff. They maybe lose their touch, but it is what it is. I was raised right. I'm carrying on that for my family. So it's
Yeah.
all good. But yeah, definitely getting some char grilled oysters. That's on the docket. We've been eating some good etouffee down here
Mm-hmm.
too. Oh man, it's
Any
just
Dookie
like
Chase? You plan to go to Dookie
we're
Chase?
trying to get to go to Dookie Chase. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to go the other day, but didn't have any reservations. I've been looking for reservations for a long time. But here's the thing: is we're gonna come back soon, though. Maybe not in the summer, but they said October is a good time to go. Like one of our drivers yesterday, he was saying like October is a really good time. Tyrone, that driver, he was a good driver. He was saying October is a really good time to come because the weather's good and they have like a good amount of festivals and stuff like that. So we're definitely coming back again. And it's been good. And, some people are like, keep your head on a swivel, which we have because anything can happen. But we yesterday when me and my mom, and my cousin, we were driving back to our place from the sports power brunch at the Four Seasons, which was amazing. Um, we did see the area. We went past Canal and stuff, and we did see the area where the incident happened New Year's Eve. And we've been able to talk to a lot of local people. They talked about it. It is very heavily secured. And let me tell you, they have a barricade up. There's like flowers, and I try to take some video or pictures of it. So I'll try to share that when I can. But it's heavily barricaded up. Um, they have the National Guard out here, like in their tactical gear out here to keeping people safe. The police presence is high, and not in a bad way, but just to keep people extra secure. And where that opening was, it wasn't a, it didn't look like a dumpster, but kind of, I don't think it was a dumpster, but it's some type of big truck like that that was blocking the way in, and then they had some other barricades up there. So, you know, it's been interesting. It was sad to see that because it's just a reminder of what has happened. But um I was gonna say no iPhone, no slander of androids. I don't know, the blue dots. Yeah, blue. I'm gonna try some crawfish with fries for sure. But it's just a reminder of what happened. But a lot of locals was telling us, like, the people unfortunately that passed away, they weren't local to the area. Some of them from the south, of course. I mean, we just different parts, but not local to New Orleans. And they said a lot of locals, like they said, a lot of locals don't really go out like that. They do go out on New Year's, but not in the touristy areas like that during New Year's. So, it's still sad. And of course, we are going to pay tribute to those victims at the award show today as well. So that's going to be beautiful, because they deserve honor and respect. They're somebody's family member. But it was really interesting, and I didn't feel weird about it or anything, but it was just good to know there's a lot of security around here. I know that's a big topic question for a lot of people. It's like, how secure is it going to be? We feel great. Like I said, our area is very safe. We're saying, you got to watch everything anytime, anywhere you go. I think that's just the world, especially being here in the US. You just got to be vigilant. You got to be smart about things. You just always be, like I say, keep your head on a swivel, stay vigilant, and and keep your eyes on the main objective. And that's what we've done. But I was just tell you, the hospitality here, unmatched, unrivaled. I mean, these people are so sweet, so kind. Just walking down the street, they just say, "Hey, how you doing? Have a good time. Are you from here? Blah blah blah. Just are you having a great day?" I mean, just conversational and super nice and very loving. And it's almost like you don't feel like you're in the US. My mom's like, I feel like I'm in France or something somewhere here because between the architecture and the people being so nice, but also the Southern hospitality. You know what I mean? And my all my grandparents are from the South. My dad's side is actually from New Orleans in Mississippi. um and it is very comforting. It is very comforting, and not like in some areas where people don't want to talk to you or look you in the eye. People are so welcoming, like, "Hey, how you doing? Hey, how's it going?" And that means a lot. That means a lot. So that definitely means a lot. So you can hear the hustle and bustle. They're setting up. Got some media outlet here. I don't know his name, but we got a few media outlets showing up already. So hear that in the background. And of course, our cameraman Mike. He's been doing a lot of videography. He's been with us at Super Soul Celebration last night. Also at the sport now that's yeah the sports power brunch. That was amazing. I didn't get to eat nothing. Okay. Just well, actually they did have a little bit of a setup for the media, which was really nice, but I really didn't get to eat anything because it was just like, I was busy interviewing folks. I got like a piece of honeydew. But Jerry makes sure he was there getting some food. Jerry loved to eat. So he had a biscuit. They had like things, just don't like things for the media. It's like some biscuits that look fluffy as I should have took one. With like little jams and stuff, fruit, and different pastries, just stuff like that. But that was really nice that they even did that because there's a lot of things that don't, events that don't care about the media. They want you there to cover their event. Oh, hey, Ashley, it's Vanessa on Jerry's thing. So it's me, Ashley. It's me, Ashley, sister. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of places you go. They don't really care about the media like that. They're like, "Yo, you're here to cover our event, not to eat." Bye. So the hospitality's been good. Last night, they actually were feeding people after the Super Soul red carpet event. So they actually converted the red carpet tent into a viewing area for media who wanted to stay and watch the awards, and they have food for them. I didn't stay. Hey, just passing through, Ashley. Well, we appreciate you. Wish you were here. Loving the city, loving the people. I'm definitely coming. It's like coming home to my people, sis. For real. They know my family is from here. So they know this is where my family line is, and they're showing out for me. So wish you were here, though, Ashley. I know you're coming for Mardi Gras next week. So we appreciate you for passing through, though. But yeah, last night, yeah, they converted that area for food and everything. So I thought that was really nice. Again, just goes with the hospitality because you don't always get that at a lot of events at all. And so that was really nice. Again, I didn't stay for that. I would have if I didn't have this event today, and my mom and my cousin were waiting for me. So I didn't stay. I just went home to kind of like relax because I had two events that day and to prepare for the panel that I'm going to be leading today. So I'm a little nervous, but actually I'm doing pretty good. Get my game face on, you know. I had to pray this morning, listen to some music to get me get me together. But I think it's just going to be a good fluid conversation with these women. So, and these women are crazy, crazy amazing, and just doing great things. So, want to talk to y'all about that real quick to see, let you know who we gonna be interviewing, because they're just amazing. So, of course, we gonna be interviewing Raynell's 2%, Stewart, who is the CEO and owner of the Crown Case. She's been featured on Oprah's Favorite Things. I know that Oprah is not Ashley's favorite person, but she was in Oprah Magazine's Favorite Things list a couple of years ago. She's been, I think at one point she was in Sephora, but no longer. Just doing the direct buy, and she is New Orleans native and has really grown from the mud, as they say. She's a true success story. So can't wait to speak to her. She's also get an honoree today, as well. So that's definitely a good thing. Another person we are honoring today is LaTasha Causey. Now she's from my area in Arizona. Let me see what Ashley's saying real quick. Hold on. Ashley, I'm trying to see your comment. Okay, you're just saying hello. Ashley, we love you. Thank you for coming through. You're always welcome, sis. You're definitely always welcome. So we appreciate you. Yes, so LaTasha Causey, she actually is the first president of a NASCAR anything. Okay, so that's definitely a good thing. We could give her big ups and applause for that. Sister is doing good. So not just first black woman, not just first black person, but first woman president over NASCAR anything. And she actually leads the Phoenix Raceway. Again, she is the president of NASCAR's Phoenix Raceway. She's overseeing the promotion and operation of the modernized facility that is a top motorsport entertainment destination in Phoenix, Arizona market. And again, she's the first African American female to hold this role and first woman to hold this role in NASCAR history. She's a Phoenix native. She way Phoenix too. Y'all, we went to the same college. Throw my pitchforks up for her for ASU when I see her for real. Echo from the Buttes, give them hell devils. If you know, you know. But she grew up in Phoenix. And then prior to working for the Phoenix Raceway, she was a community development officer for the Bell Bank. She's also worked for USAA. Actually, once upon a time, I also worked for USAA in the North Phoenix campus. Everybody has at least one time here. And she was a part of like strengthening that brand and doing a lot of things with volunteerism and work and stuff like that. And she has over 20 years experience of what she does. So she's a wonderful, wonderful lady. And you know what? Her husband knew and locked it down because she is married with two kids. So she's doing that and being a boss and being a great mom and all those great things. Another lady we're going to have on the panel is Tamala Barksdale. She is the CSO, which stands for Chief Strategy Officer and Partner at the 360 Agency. And that's where she leads brand strategy across all practices, including sports and entertainment. She's also an executive leader with the agency's multimedia platform, Women Raise the Game. And she has been recognized as one of the industry's top brand strategists. She has a proven track record for growth, and she's worked with brands, award-winning work with brands such as AT&T, Expedia, HBO, and Disney. So we got that in common. We both worked for my former employer, Mickey Mouse, at one point. And you know, a lot of people use AT&T. I've used Expedia and HBO. So hey, she's been working with them on that. And you know, she's a former elected leader too. See, that's I'm talking about these ladies are bosses, like not just in business, but she in politics. So she's a former elected leader in Texas, and she left office with a 90% approval rating. How many people got a 90% approval? How many people got a 75% approval rating right now that you know in office? Not a lot of people. So she left with 90%. That's pretty dope, right? And she's like they said, well sought after speaker in sports and entertainment. And I'm excited. You know, she hit me up on Instagram, y'all. She pubbed the event on her Instagram that for the women's panel, and she reached out to me. She said, I can't wait to meet you and talk to you. I was like, ah, I was a little nervous at first, but I thought that was cool. I'm like, I'm being watched. So it's gonna be a good one with her. And then Jennifer Hale, she's another one that we have on this gonna be having on our panel. Now what's cool about her and her story, she's doing the most too in the best way possible and is overcoming adversity with the illness. I'm like, go ahead, girl. But she's the Fox NFL sideline reporter, as well as a regular football contributor on Fox and Friends Weekend. And she's a sports contributor for Fox Live now. She's won several Emmy Awards and even has won their Edward R. Murrow and Associated Press Awards. Now, Edward R. Murrow, that award in journalism, y'all, that's like Oscars in journalism almost. You know, it's very well respected. So she's definitely a big award winner for that. So shouts out to her for that. Also, like with what I was talking about, overcoming like an illness or condition, she's a survivor of myopathy, I think it is, or myopathy. And it's a genetic condition that often requires a heart transplant or translates to a 5-year life expectancy. And she's busting that. And apparently, from 2016 to 2017, while she was working on those NFL sidelines, she was wearing a defibrillator vest. So if you guys don't know that, it kind of tracks your heart and everything. And if it goes too low or it looks like you're going out, it basically shocks you back and goes off. It can be kind of scary to wear. But she wore it. She was doing her stuff and not letting anything stop her from work. So that's really cool on that end for her. And also, too, she's become a active spokeswoman for the American Heart Association, which is important because women, make sure you're getting your full checkups because women's heart health is so important. More and more women are passing away due to heart disease, and not taking care of themselves or not even just getting checked out, which is a part of taking care of yourself. So make sure you do that and you're eating heart healthy foods, getting plenty of exercise, all those things because we want you around. But I think it's cool that too she is a spokesperson for the American Heart Association. So that's pretty cool. And also, she is a native of New Orleans as well. So her and Super got something in common. So there's a native of New Orleans. So she's a native girl. She went to LSU. She was a cheerleader at LSU. And she's smart, y'all. She real smart. She got her degree in broadcast journalism, but she also has a master's degree in broadcast journalism from the Medill School of Journalism in Northwestern University. Y'all, your Northwestern is not an easy school to get into. Ask me how, I know. But yeah, she has that one. And also, she is the founder and CEO of the All Access Sideline Pass, which is an organization that really helps to empower young women in New Orleans. And they do a lot of outreach stuff. This is like cool. I like what she's doing with the outreach because she's wanting them to feel good about themselves. And she's not targeting just one specific age group. This one goes from kindergarten through college. Because I think sometimes in some organizations, they help kids like around, I see a lot around like the middle school, age groups of maybe like 11, 12 to maybe like 16, 17 years old. But it seems like the younger ones don't always get the assistance. And then as they're exiting and going to college, they're not always getting the assistance. So it's cool that with her organization, it's like, we'll get you from kindergarten to college. So I thought that was really cool. So with that Sideline Pass organization, some things they do is they have a holiday toy drive for children shelters and group foster homes throughout southern Louisiana, so not just in New Orleans. And that's so important because children in foster care oftentimes, or in shelters, oftentimes get ignored. And we don't realize that they're babies too, and they want a good Christmas, and they still go to school like everybody else. And they may see their friends and have their family and stuff like that. And childhood is just a short, limited amount of time, and you want to make sure they experience all that childhood wonder and just being a kid, getting a toy, getting a present, all those sorts of things. So I'm glad she's doing that, and I'm glad she's making an impact, because that's super super important. In addition to that, what they do is they do back to school and prom shopping trips. So they're making an impact on young girls for the prom, because that's important. I had a friend who had a organization in Arizona for a little bit doing that, and she used to have one called the Promise event, where um, girls could come pick out. Um, what was this? They had different degrees of it, so they all got to pick out a prom dress, but they had to write an essay, and certain ones got to have the full like hair, makeup, everything done on the prom day, and they picked a school where they were going to really sponsor it, where it's kind of like a lower income area and stuff like that. So yeah, I remember them doing that, and then we did it for the guys too, called Prominent. So it's like Promise and Prominent, and getting like suiting in Texas for the guys. So I like that she's doing that too, with the Sideline Pass. And if you guys want more information on Sideline Pass, you can go to www.sidelinepass.org for that. So that's definitely cool. And our last lady that we're going to be talking to on our ladies panel, and just to let you know too, Jen Hale is also getting an award today from us too. So not only is she going to be on the panel for the Women of Power and Influence, she's also an awards recipient today too. So that's what we're talking about. We're not just giving to people because they're a celebrity, or they're around celebrities. We want to give to people who are actually doing active work in their community and making a change. And that's what Power of Influence is all about, is influencing for the good and for the better. But our next one that I'm going to be on the panel is Sharice Brown. She is the wife of Tim Brown, but she's more than that. I mean, this woman is incredible. She's also from Arizona, okay, and just went to California. So West Coast is killing it right now with these ladies and stuff. But she does a lot of volunteer work too. She actually is the chairperson for a lot of local and national charities. And she serves as a committee member at large for the St. Jude Hospital, and athletes and entertainers for kids. And St. Jude is doing so much incredible work. I know you guys have probably seen the commercials for St. Jude and what they do. And they help the parents be with the kids and help the kids get well at no cost to the family. And it's really focused a lot on childhood cancers and kids and babies that are going through that, and they're doing amazing work over there. So yeah, Danny Thomas is the one that started St. Jude, so that's important work that she is doing. She's also a Hall of Fame health ambassador as well. But in addition to that, she is one of the founding board members of the Off the Field Players Wives Association, and we'll be going to their fashion show tomorrow. I can't believe tomorrow's already Friday. Things are just flying by, but time flies by when you're having a good time, right? But she is one of the founding board members of that, so that's important. I'm going to talk to her too about that work, because it's more than just fashion shows and stuff like that. Off the Field Players Wives Association, as far as I know, they do charitable causes too. And with the fashion show, the money that's being raised is being also a certain portion of that is going to a charity, usually like a local charity, wherever the Super Bowl is that year. So they do a lot of stuff, and they do a lot of charitable work around the country. And also, it's a good support system for ladies whose husbands are currently in the NFL, or they are currently not in the NFL. They're either retired or free agent or whatever it is. So I think that's like super important. But in addition to all that, she actually is a business owner, and she has three businesses, y'all. Three. So she is over the Lynette Group, which is a model and talent agency. And that makes sense because she's absolutely gorgeous. You guys go look her up, Sharice Brown. She is beautiful. So that makes sense why she has a talent and modeling agency. She knows what to look for, okay? Also, she has a special events and catering boutique. Yum yum, sounds good. And she has She Brown's Fitness, where she serves as a dedicated fitness coach and nutrition counselor. And I'm sorry, she has three businesses because she also does Sharice Brown Real Estate, which showcases her expertise in the realm of property and interior design. And she looks like that lady that would be able to like design and decorate your home to the fullest and with the greatest intent ever. So she's amazing. She's definitely amazing, and we're glad that she's going to be here and on the panel. Her husband Tim Brown is an honoree this year, so we're amazing. Very happy that this amazing couple is going to be here today doing their thing. So we just wanted to bring y'all a little taste of what we're doing. But those are the ladies I'm going to be talking to today. And it's when you do a panel, it's not an interview. We just talking. We are just going to be talking and having a good time, but also talking about what it means to be an influential woman in business. And getting their backstory of how did they get here, because no one just arrives and just becomes it. Like I'm here. There's a pathway to you becoming that. So we're going to hear their stories as well, and just hopefully it will help someone, it will inspire someone. And hopefully this is inspiring you too. So hello Rudy, hello Lisa, hello Angelica. No worries, sorry you couldn't make it too. We would love to see you, but we understand. Hey Dahab, we see you. Nettie, Roberto, hey, how's it going? We appreciate y'all for being here, and of course Tanisha has been hanging out with us too, and everybody on the stage that's come in and out. She, Angela, Shantae, Blue, Raquel, Uncle, and of course Brian was here earlier, and as well as Crowns. We appreciate y'all for stopping by and stopping in. Jerry, you sound like Vanessa. Yeah, I'm a Jerry. Jerry's Android to hook up for the show. So that's what it is. And I'm using Night Rider, you guys, the microphone. So it's going good. And let me tell you, the food already looks delicious, sounds delicious, because Jerry loves food. So we're gonna make sure he's always gonna make sure the food is right and the food is good, right? So Jerry loves food. And one of the things I saw in there is baked eggs with crawfish etouffee. I'm about to tear that up. We've been eating etouffee like crazy down here. I'm about to tear that up. And then of course they have chicken and waffles, potatoes O'Brien, some shrimp and grits. Yeah, and and some bread pudding and salads and all the stuff. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fabulous. And so, we're gonna eat and be merry, honor some great people. And of course, interview, well, moderate a good panel and just have a good time. We're going to honor the victims of the New Orleans New Year's Eve tragedy that happened, because we want to pay tribute to them. Also, we're going to have, I think, performances today, some live entertainment. So yeah, just a lot. So Jerry's just running around um, on the podcast, doing it. Well, not on the podcast. Huh? Yeah, he don't know me. I'm chopped liver to Jerry right now. He goes straight from my mama. He's just going straight from my mom. Yeah, go ahead and talk to him.
You're damn right I did.
Yeah,
That's right.
twice.
That's right. I did it, and I'm glad I did it.
Twice, y'all. Twice. Twice. Huh? Oh, y'all want to say hi to you guys? No, they want to hear you. Say hi.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. Have a blessed day.
Thank you. So that was mom, guys. You're a legend. Yeah. Well, Jerry talks about you all the time in the podcast. So there you go. You guys say something to the people. So there you go. That was mom. They said, "Hey, mama, mom." They said, "Hey, back." Yay. Yes, that was mom. Yeah. So yeah, she's Jerry. I have to. I took video of the interaction, y'all. Okay. Let me just tell you, Jerry. Yesterday, it was the first time I saw him at the Sports Power brunch. He saw my mom. He's like, I don't know her, and went straight for my mom and gave her the biggest hug and a kiss. He loves my mom. So that's what it is. He loves my mom. So it's really funny. I took a video of that. I'm like, yeah, yep. It's not about me right now. And I brought cookies. I made him cookies and I brought it. So that is. He said, I want food. I want food.
You
And if
brought him
Vanessa's,
cookies.
yeah, I did. And he said if Vanessa's mom is cooking, I'll take a pan. Right? Right, definitely. Nah, yeah, I brought cookies straight from AZ. They're big ones. They were good. They were very, very good. So,
So
greedy
you brought them
behind is
Intamin.
ungrateful.
You brought them Intamin.
No, I no, ain't no intimates. It's called Chef Nessa had made them cookies. Okay, that's what they call. That's what it's called. Okay, so yeah, we're having a good time down
Wow.
here, here in New Orleans. But again, we're coming live and direct from Laplace, Louisiana, here at the seventh annual Power of Influence Awards. I'm gonna need somebody to influence me to get me something to drink here in a minute because I'm getting a dry mouth. So I'm gonna have to go to the bar is open. I might have to not I'm not drinking like this morning, but well maybe a nice little mimosa. That won't hurt nobody, right? Little mimosa. But I even need some water pretty soon. But anyway, yeah, we're just hanging out, having a good
Get you a
time.
Long Island iced tea.
Heck no. Heck no.
Just
That,
clowning.
I'm not doing that.
Long
No, no,
Island
no.
iced
Oh, sorry. Let me get up just a second. Oh, keep talking. Okay, we're kind of moving and shifting some things around because they have my step and repeat for the podcast. We have a step and repeat for the award show. We got a lot of things going on. So yeah, it's looking really good. They have menu cards down for some in some tables. It's really nice. The motif is gold with like white and black, and well, the banner's black, but like gold and white on the tables. Everywhere is flowers. It's beautiful. It's a good event. It's a good space.
And
So it's
now
going to be a great time.
that's Jerry's space. That's the restaurant he was talking about.
No, it's not at his restaurant because it got a little
Oh.
bit bigger
Hmm.
or something. So it's at the Beltier Country Club in Laplace, Louisiana, which is a suburb of Louisiana, of the suburb of NOLA, of New
Mhm.
Orleans. It's beautiful too. So it's a good spot. So we're enjoying ourselves out here, just doing what we do here. Yeah, and we'll be getting some interviews for some people here. We do have a gold carpet host because we don't do red carpets. We're doing gold carpet, so we do have a gold carpet host. That's going to be coming down, and she's going to be doing some interviews. So when she does interviews, I am going to say ask to mute the mics, because we probably won't be able to ask any questions as we're getting pressed for time a little bit. So you probably won't be able to ask any questions, but when I say hey, we're getting up for another interview, just go ahead and mute your mic if you have it open for me. Because I got a lot going on, and this is a Android thing that I'm working, and I'm just like, yo. I don't do this normally, so I'm an iPhone girly, Apple girly. So yeah, so just go ahead and mute your mic if you can. I'll try to do it if I can, if it, if I have to. So there's that. Um, just a little housekeeping on that end. But it's looking really good. It's looking really fabulous. Everybody looks great that's coming in. And again, the weather's been wonderful. It's actually a very beautiful day. No rain in sight. We've had like partially sunny days, but no rain here, which has been good. No snow. Obviously, that was last week. Would have been prepared for it. No, nonetheless. You do what you got to do, but the weather is absolutely wonderful. And again, it's moisture. We're all surrounded by water, so you're gonna get humidity, but the humidity hasn't been bad. It's been great for my skin, as I said. Feel like I'm in a continuous spa. So definitely a good time. We wish you guys are all here for sure. ASA is 12 and 3 and 6 p.m. somewhere in the world. It surely is. It surely is. It's almost the next day, like in New Zealand or somewhere. So, you know, nighttime is the right time. So definitely would be a good thing. We hope you guys are having a great day. Again, we wish you guys could all be here with us for the POI Awards, but and just what we're doing. But at least we get to bring this podcast experience to you. Now we have two big honorees today. All the honorees are good. I want to say just two big honorees because all the honorees are really good. But we have our two big ones. Why I say this: the artists. Doing big things, and songwriters and stuff doing big things right now. So of course we are honoring Ink, who is our songwriter of the year. Now Ink, we pub this out a lot, but we got to keep talking about Ink. Ink is a new Mintic Grammy winner. again. She has won awards, Grammy Awards for the Renaissance album, her work on Beyonce's Renaissance, and most recently, Cowboy Carter. So, we got to give it up for Ink and what she's doing. But she's a awards recipient. She is our Songwriter of the Year. NAL Choppa is our next award recipient who's doing some really great things. I think he's winning like the Future Visionaries Award, I think it's called. Forgive me. I don't have a program in front of my face right now, but I believe that's what it's called. But he's being awarded today. Also, who else is being awarded? Tim Brown, of course, is being awarded today as well as I believe Supercent, Raynell Supercent, Stewart, and Jen Hale, and a couple other people too. So it's gonna be good. It's definitely gonna be a good time, and just a really good day. And we got media showing up. We got media setting up. This is like top flight official. It's not like, hey, we went down to Party City, made Party City rest in peace, because y'all know they close everywhere, or order from Amazon or somewhere like that. Or what's the other
They killing
parties?
Party City. Hold up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's the
Uh,
other one
mm.
that there used to be a whole party place? It's like I know a lot of schools used it and people used it for stuff. It was like a catalog they had, the Orient Trading Company or whatever it is. I think it was. It's not that. It's not giving that, y'all. Okay, it's not giving backyard barbecue. We just pulled together some doilies and stuff. Yeah. Oh, the Apple Kendrick Lamar interview is starting. Okay, cool, Angela. Yeah. Kendrick Lamar has been big talk. Big talk. Let me just tell you, has been big talk. Everybody I talked to yesterday at the Women's Sports Power Brunch. Yeah, Kendrick. All about Kendrick. And you know how Gary calls me a Kendrick sympathizer? Ooh, you're that. First of all, I'm going to represent the West Coast, my West Coast people, okay?
All
First,
day long. All
all
day.
day long, okay?
That's
And
our thing.
and
All day,
also,
all day.
also all day, all day. Put your W's up in the air,
Yeah.
wave them like you
Yeah.
just don't care.
Yeah.
All right. And if you like Kendrick Lamar, say, "Oh yeah,
Oh
oh
yeah.
yeah." All right.
They ain't like
That's what That's it. That's what I'm talking about. They not like us, okay? And down here in New Orleans, everybody been like, yeah, Kendrick, 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 because New Orleans and the West Coast, we kindred spirits because that's where a lot of people from New Orleans and everywhere came to, like California, Texas, Arizona, during the Great Migration, Missouri even too. No, of course up to Chicago, but they're down for Kendrick. There's like we talked about the Grammy Awards, which we had a watch party for, which was great. It was a great Grammy Awards. We were talking about how did the whole arena say A minor, but they were rapping on beat all together. But that A minor was very, very
it was loud. It was
loud.
loud. I died.
Yes, very loud. And people were
Mm.
talking about that, and they're like, "Yeah, they not like us for sure." And they're like, "We love Kendrick, and yeah." So he's heavy in a lot of people's minds and playlists. A lot of people are excited to see Kendrick do the halftime show at Super Bowl. Actually, I talked to a young lady from Sheen magazine. Please forgive me, girl, for forgetting your name right now. Been talking to a lot of people, but I do know she's from Sheen magazine, and she's also going to be here on Super Bowl Sunday. She's part of the setup crew for Kendrick's halftime show, for the stage and for the putting up, putting down in that short limited time. And so she was telling me that she had was today, yesterday was Thursday, or no, today's Thursday. Yesterday was Wednesday. So she's saying how she had practice yesterday and Tuesday, and then on Wednesday, and the practice was from 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. And they're doing a lot of precision with that. And it was really interesting to talk to her about that, because that's the other side that you don't see, is like how people get set up for the halftime show so quick, because somebody got to do it. It couldn't be me, but somebody got to do got to do it and set it up. And she's like, it's a lot of work. And I said, well, at least you get to go to the Super Bowl. She said, well, kind of, but she said, I'll be there for the halftime show, and they'll let you in at a certain point, and you get ready, like, for the halftime. You do the halftime show, you set up, put down, and then she said, you leave. you leave. But I said, at least you gonna be in the building for a little bit. You know what I mean? So she's like, absolutely. So that's an interesting perspective on that. With doing that, but she's here. But that's her one way. She got to go to the Super Bowl. So shouts out to the people, the stage crew, people who are setting up, putting down in record time, so we can have a really great show and that the artists are able to do what they do. So there's a lot of things going on too, and there's a lot of free events. Pepsi is doing a big festival thing out near, not exactly at the stadium, but it's more closer to, I would say, getting towards Canal Street and stuff. I think it's at this park. I'll get the name for it. It's not the Louis Armstrong Park, which I was in yesterday, which is near the right by the Mahalia Jackson Theater, where the Super Soul event was at. But it's another park, and it's absolutely big. And the installations that they're putting up is amazing. That starts tomorrow. It's a free event to get in. I don't know if the food is free, but they got installations from Cheetos, like that's New Orleans based and New Orleans style, like for Cheetos, for Lay's, for Tostitos, Pepsi, a lot of different things where you can get good food, good times. They're gonna have bands. They're gonna have concerts. Concert setup trucks have been everywhere. I believe last night they had the NFL honors as well, so that was going on too. There's just everywhere. But as much people that are here already, as much as you have a lot of things set up, it's still not congested. I feel like Vegas was more congested because everything was concentrated on the strip versus everything's kind of spread out in the city. And there is a lot of people and a lot of things, but it's a little bit more spread out because it's not just, on the strip. Because the strip was wild, y'all. Last year, trying to get to places when people really got in, it was crazy. It was really, really crazy. So, so far everybody's doing a great job in the city of New Orleans, making sure everybody stays safe, has a great time. We're not all pressed up on each other. Traffic hasn't been too bad. There've been a little blips, but not bad. At all. So I would say so far from my assessment, if someone to ask me like, "Hey V, should we bring the Super Bowl back to New Orleans?" My answer would be yes, we should. You should bring the Super Bowl back to New Orleans. That's not a problem. So hold on, guys. Give me one moment. My mom is gonna be moving around. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay, and we're back. And we're back here. Sorry about that. My mom was moving around here. As you can see, it's loud. We got people taking pictures in front of our step and repeat. It looks amazing, just absolutely amazing, guys. So we're really proud of this event. I think Jerry went back to go get changed finally. Because, when you're hosting these events, when you're running it and it's on you, your work is really never done. And there's so many little things, so many little details that could be missed. So, yeah. ODH said, I'm here doing the Toyota experience. Eli Manning is here. Oh, dope. I didn't know you were going to be in New Orleans. That's really cool. Really, really cool. Yeah, there's a lot of different people everywhere, just doing a little bit of everything everywhere. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. Like I said, I don't feel like people are piled up on each other, which is really great. But I feel very, very safe. And again, everybody's been really, really nice. Hospitality definitely on 10. So, um, they definitely need to bring Super Bowl back. I think honestly, Super Bowl should only be in warmer climates. That's me personally. Just keep it to the lower half of the United States. Go to Florida. You can go to Tampa Bay or Miami, right? You can go to New Orleans, obviously. We can go to Arizona, of course, right? And of course, California. And those are the only places you should have the Super Bowl. Don't try Minnesota. Don't say Chicago in the don't say none of that. Just keep it in the warmer climates because people like it in the warmer climates. Except last year, Las Vegas was Las Vegas too. I guess we got to include y'all too. But Las Vegas didn't show up with the warm weather. Las Vegas was egregious last year. It was so cold and windy, and people forgot it gets cold in the desert. They just associate the desert with being hot all the time, but Las Vegas was a whole nother heat cold situation, and that wind was coming through fierce. So I'm just like, let's just keep Super Bowl in warmer climates, generally where it's not going to be too crazy, because people seem to be happier and not mad as much and not acting as crazy. There's a lot of people here from colder weather. They're like, I'm just glad to be thawing out and not to be here, like it being cold weather. They don't be in the cold. So my assessment is keep the Super Bowl, keep it in warmer climates, or at least where it's not going to be too egregious, like with the weather and snow and stuff like that. So I have scientifically proven this, and yeah, that's what it should be. That it should be. So I think we might be having our gold carpet host coming up here. I don't know why there's some cookies right over here. Let me move this detail out the way. But yeah, our red carpet host. Oh, D1 is in the building. Rapper D1 is in the building. I think he's going to be interviewing soon, but D1 is definitely in the building. Okay, we're getting set up. You guys are getting raw, real hosting stuff going on. So right now, our gold carpet host just made it, and she's just trying to get set up here. But rapper D1 is on the gold carpet. I'm gonna try to get him if she's not already ready for that. But we'll try to get that going. I'm gonna turn the background music off. How's that? So yeah, rapper D1's been doing great things with his inspirational music. You know what? Oh, you're loving the background music? Hey, well, thank you to Clubhouse for contributing the background music. That is Chill Hop. The background music anybody can play in the rooms. Yes, Chill Hop. But yeah, rapper D1 has been doing a lot of great things. He's been trying to spread positivity in the rap community, trying to get hip hop to move away from the violence. You know what I mean? And violent, talk and stuff like that. So that's like super important. And his work has been amazing. He's actually been doing good on the charts too, like in iTunes and stuff like that as well. So I'm gonna try to get him on the show. I don't know if she's ready, but I'm gonna try to get him on the show and talk to him. I'm gonna just ask if he comes over that you guys just stay muted up for just a little bit so um, we can get him fully on the show because she's still setting up with our camera person. So we'll try to do what I can do for the show and everything. So oh yep, CJ, someone bring CJ up. I got him up. Someone give him a green bean. Cause yeah, if you see me and I don't pull you up right away, it's probably because I'm working and I'm looking away from the phone. So this is a live podcast. So yep, give me 1 second, guys. Hold on. Okay, they trying to work it out and figure it out. I'm just doing this, and I'm gonna try to get him on the podcast. They're trying to, with our videographer, trying to figure out the mic situation. So I'm gonna do what I do on the podcast. Since I'm a podcast co-host, I'm gonna do what I do on the podcast, and they're gonna work that out and figure it out. And yeah, hey, what's up? CJ and everybody, thanks for being here. We appreciate y'all for pulling up and showing up. Hey, Samuel and Darlene. Ruche, we see you. Hey, hey, hey. Gail, we see you. Hey, hey, hey. Of course, Tanisha's been hanging out. Tanisha, a real one. She has been here at the start of the show, along with Blue. Angela was the first one in the room, y'all. Shantae, Blue, and Raquel, Crowns as well. And then we have Brian pop in and out. We know y'all working and doing what you do. So we appreciate y'all for popping up and stopping by. I'm going to try to get a interview as well with D1. We're going to try to do that because, again, he's been really big into um, the hip hop community with wanting them to stop the violence in their music, glorification of drugs, and that sort of thing. So, it's important. He's very, very important and instrumental in that. So, we want to definitely speak to him as well. So, I'll do what I can to get an interview with him as well. You guys are getting live sounds from I'm on the podcast right now. So, no, you're good. You're good. Yeah, so we're just trying to figure this out, folks. And we're trying to get D1 on the show. So we definitely would love to get D1 on the show because again, he is just a big influence in hip hop. And that's what our show is. That's what we're about. Power of influence. That's what. The awards is here. So he's gotten flack from people too that have been challenging him, but he's been fighting back in a good way. And of course, I believe he teaches at Harvard as well and other colleges as well. So yeah, he's been on that positive tip. You know, when you challenge people to be better and to kind to um confront their demons, if you will, it kind of aggravates some things within people, I think. But he's been getting a lot of support from big name rappers in New Orleans and around the world, really, who are supporting him and standing by him and saying, yes, we need to stop the glorification of drug use. Yes, we need to stop the misogyny. Yes, we need to stop the glorification of violence in hip hop. There's different ways you can go about it. There's people who can do more. You can do more intelligent things with your words and your rhymes. So, over the sexualization of so many people and different things like that too. So, but he's really big on the violence. I know part of his story, one of the things, he was like one of those rappers originally, he said that was going with like the violence as well. But I believe with his story was transformational. He mentioned that he was held at gunpoint at one time, and that changed everything. So, yeah, when you have a life transformation moment, that will definitely change your outlook on life and your outlook on what you should be doing in the world and what you're pouring into the world. So he's a very important person. You're all very important people, but he has a really important story because, as we know, hip hop definitely is known for violence, and we want to get back to be known for partying, having a good time, for celebrating the best people. Hip hop also has been a big piece in the political realm of, yeah, activism and that sort of thing. And so with D1, that's kind of like his thing. It's like he wants people to get back to using it for the good and not for tearing everybody down, because he feels, and a lot of people do feel this too, is like those type of influences, that those type of lyrics and stuff are influencing younger kids that don't maybe have the support or people to tell them this is fiction. Or And a lot of this rap is not fiction, it's people's real life experiences. So yeah, definitely want to talk about that. So they're trying to figure out the mic situation still for YouTube as well. Our friend Scott is here. He pops in and out time to time on the podcast. But Scott, I've met him in person. He is real. He is live and direct, as we say. So he's definitely real. Of course, Mike is our camera person. He's been doing, like I said, a great job. He was with me last night at the Super Soul event and also at the Women's Sports Power Brunch. So it's just it's Timo Supremo out here, like for real. Tell Jerry to chill with this PTR. We get it. He loves camels. He loves camels and a call to prayer. Okay, DH, that's what he loves. So the vibes is really vibing. We're gonna eat good. We're gonna enjoy everybody's company. We're gonna just have appreciation for, just life, and for people who are doing great things and pouring into the community. So, for me, it's a pleasure to do this and to be of service in this way. I'm very humbled. I will say this. I almost cried today, y'all. When I came in and I saw the board with my face and the ladies that I'll be moderating the panel for, I literally almost cried. I was like, oh my God. And have my mom here to be able to witness it. And, my cousin as well. Hold on. Okay, guys, this is live and direct. Like we were talking about. Here, Jerry's in a tux. Okay, let me tell you, Jerry got the bow tie on his lapel, got the bow tie on the bow tie. He's got his Louis Vuitton sneakers. And look at he came dressed up. He came dressed up, ready to go. He's cleaned up very well. I am wearing. I'm kind of doing channeling Princess Tiana today, Princess and the Frog, with a green sequin dress, floor length, if you will, and I have a gold shawl cover up actually. So that's my vibe. That's my dress and my hair. I got some fancy Dutch braids with a nice little bun in the back, and gold eyeshadow for the accent. Gotta
V
do
trying to
that.
pull.
Yes, yes. I had to do the gold accents and everything. So yeah. Hey, it is what it is. Gotta do it good. Gotta do it good. No heels today for me because we working and doing things, so can't do that. I'm like, there has to be. Thank you. There has to be a moment of clarity, of like, thank you, where it's like, you gotta fight your battle somewhere. Yesterday, I wore tennis shoes on the red carpet. Did not care. Was comfortable. And you know what? My gown was floor length too. Well, actually, it covered my shoes. And the other ladies are like, you know what? I should have did what you did. I say, sure did, because I'm not gonna let my feet hurt. Okay, I gotta stand up for a long amount of time. I'm not gonna let my feet hurt. Comfort is king. Okay. So anyway, I got my all access pass here, for the hip hop rewind and everything. So it's gonna be a good time. Lots of people are starting to show up. People get hungry. I woke up hungry, actually. So we're ready to eat, have a good time. We'll keep the podcast rolling for a little bit longer going on. But we wanted just to bring you guys some highlights and events. We're going to try to get some interviews on the podcast too. We're trying to circle back to D1 as well. So on that one. So hopefully we'll get him back on back on here. I know a lot of people are talking to him, but we definitely want to get him on the podcast. So, and I'm kind of manning the stage, the board too. So again, pulling a lot of hats, doing a lot of things. It pulls on all the skills. When I do this too, which is good. So I go into publicist mode. I go into what is it, publicist mode, and I go into host mode, and I'm going into journalist mode, and there's so many different hats I wear at the same time, as does Jerry, as does the whole team. So my mom, my cousin here support as a support team. Jonte's like, I should go live on TikTok. Okay, I might have to do that simultaneously. We got a new. Do we have a first guest? We might have a first guest here. So she's on there. Okay, we do. So let me go. Okay, you're here live and direct. So I'm ready to see when she's gonna go. So our red carpet host, I'll get her name for you guys real quick. Our red carpet host, our gold carpet host, looks amazing as well, and we'll be interviewing D1. Um, yep, she hasn't started yet. So yep, I know. Yep. And then after she's done talking, then we'll have D1 come over and sit with the people here, with a hip hop rewind as well. So what she didn't already talk to him, well, I'll talk to him about as well. So yeah. So this is the live experience, guys. The live experience, and I'm gonna try to go live simultaneously on TikTok. My TikTok is Necessary Vibes with a Z. So I'll try to do that for as long as I can. I know my phone is gonna need to get plugged up. So let's see here. Let me make this real quick. Oh, my camera, my front facing camera's not good. Okay, here it goes.
I do this. I do this, okay? That's what I do. It's what I do.
You hear her live, guys. She can't hear me on the podcast, but here she
talking,
is.
should I look at you or look at the camera when I'm asking?
Both.
As you can see, I'm playing around with everything. Okay, okay, that was rapper D1. Let me try to get him on the podcast here real quick and to say hi to y'all because we are a hip hop podcast. This is coming to you live from the from the Power of Influence Awards. So we're gonna try to get him on here real quick for you guys. Hope you guys are enjoying what we're doing here. Just a broadcast what me and Jerry do. It's a lot. And then tomorrow we're gonna be live from Xavier University as well. Oh, D, can we get you on here? This is with the Hip Hop Rewind. This is me and Jerry's podcast. We're gonna have D1 over here. I'm gonna sit. I don't have a mic for you. We're gonna share. Sharing is Karen. My name is Vanessa. I'm Jerry's co-host.
Great to meet you,
Nice
Vanessa.
to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm D1.
All right. So, first of all, I want to say I follow you on Instagram, and I want to say my condolences to you and your grandfather. I love hearing your stories about your grandfather and sharing. It was like me having my papa back a little bit. So I love that you got him on your chest right now. He was a cool cat. I will say that.
the coolest.
He was. I like one of my favorite stories where you shared where he was trying to bless somebody and he said, "Don't refuse the blessing of me trying to bless you," and
Yep.
that taught me something.
Yep.
Don't refuse the blessing.
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely. And there's so many stories like that. So much I learned from him. So I'm glad I was able to share some of that with my fans and followers. You know,
Yeah.
because it's people like my grandpa, my grandma, you know, my mama and my daddy who's here with me today. That anything people like of me, it came from all of them.
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely.
So now that I got a whole bunch of fans and followers and all that, like I know that I didn't just make myself into this person. People poured into me.
Yeah, and I think legacy is important because a lot of people don't really see that with like like standard nuclear family and having multi generations, celebrate them and elevate them. So I
Yeah.
think it's cool that you're doing that. I was like, that's so dope. Because
Thank
I
you.
don't got any more I have a grandma. She's still hanging around.
Okay, good.
God has kept her. Okay,
Good.
but it was really cool to see you and your interactions with your grandfather. So thank you for sharing him with us.
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. And that's my goal is whatever I share with the world is because I feel like it's something that's gonna bless people, you know. So when I share my music, when I share what I have going on in my travels around this country, anything that I share, the ups and downs, it's all because I feel like people will benefit from seeing what I'm putting out there. If I'm not trying to make this world a better place, I'm not really big on having to be on social media, you know.
Right.
I yeah, like I'm not excited to be on camera every day unless being on camera is gonna inspire somebody.
Right,
Yeah.
absolutely, and it definitely is blessing people because we're starting to see a lot of people resonate with your message
Yeah.
with like ending a lot of violence and
Yeah.
glorification of drugs and stuff like that. So when you see like rappers who've been in the game for a while, are kind of like legends that are saying, "I appreciate what you do. I'm supporting your message." How does that make you feel?
Yeah. You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. It don't really matter that much to me because even if they didn't celebrate me, I'd still be doing this.
Yeah.
I was doing it before they were celebrating me.
Right.
So I'm grateful when people celebrate me for what I do, but that's not why I do it.
No, that's a good point because so many people are doing it for the gram or something like that, but they're
Yeah,
not doing it from the heart.
or are they doing it so that they could win favor from other human beings?
Right.
I'm literally trying to have God say, "Job well done," when my life is over with.
I know because we all gonna have a conversation with him at the end of the day, and it's like I started to say, it's like, what is my conversation with God gonna be like at the end of it when I see him face to face? So I feel that what you're doing, he's gonna be like, you did good, you did good.
I appreciate it. That's
Yeah.
very kind of you because I'm far from perfect and I have a lot of stuff that I constantly need to work on,
Yeah.
pray about, and all that. But hopefully people could see my heart.
Yeah,
You
no,
know?
it definitely comes through your music, and congratulations to you too. For I saw like your your new music has been climbing on Apple, so that I think that's resonating with people because right now I think a lot of people are looking for hope,
Yeah.
and you're giving that to the people. So I think you're doing a really good job. We appreciate what you're doing
Thank
for
you.
sure, for
Thank you.
sure.
Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for honoring me with this award that I'm about to receive today. And yeah, we ain't finna stop no time soon. So we're gonna keep it going.
Well, I appreciate you. Like I said, I follow you because my family line is from New Orleans. I'm a Newell. This is where my family comes from, and it's good to see you doing good work in the community and that it's not dying. New Orleans is not going nowhere anytime soon.
Amen.
And we're making it safer again. You know.
Amen. Thank y'all. 504.
Yeah, for life. Well, thank you so much, D1. We appreciate you, and congratulations for your honor.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys, that was D1, rapper D1. He's here with his mom and his dad as well. So it's an honor for him to let to see the parents do what they do. And he's a really cool dude. His vibe and aura is really awesome. So definitely. I was trying to get my TikTok up to have it. It's the camera's acting kind of weird right now. So I'll try to do that as soon as possible. I think we have LATASHA CAUSEY. So we got another interview coming up here. So trying to bring it to you guys so we're not overlapping everything. But yeah, trying to get as many interviews as I can. But we definitely wanted to get D1 because, we're hip hop. We're the hip hop rewind. How we can be the hip hop rewind and not have D1 on here. So definitely. So here's our next interview.
Jaden, you get our picture?
Okay, they're doing pictures right now. But we're definitely gonna get some more interviews here. I hope you guys are enjoying the vibes. So.
Okay, I'm not sure where to look now. Okay, right here.
So we'll be interviewing our gold carpet host is going to be reduced
Thank you.
interviewing
Thank
Latasha
you.
Kazi.
I was
Oh, she
like,
just said, "Oh,
I'm good. How are you? I love your dress.
thank you." Oh, step over. Oh, I'm going to be interviewing Latasha Kazi. Awesome, awesome. Hi, Latasha. How are you doing today? I'm good. My name is Vanessa. You do? Yeah, yes. And I'm Jerry's co-host. I'm actually going to be moderating the panel today. So we're going to talk. And you are also a Phoenix girl. I'm in Arizona as well.
You are?
Yes.
Where?
I'm in North Glendale. I'm only about maybe 20 minutes or further from the Phoenix Raceway.
Yes.
So, and also, I'm a Sun Devil as well. You got to throw up the pitchforks, people. I say, if you don't echo from the buttes, you don't know what you're talking about.
That's it. That
Right?
is
If
it.
you know, you know, right?
Yeah, that's exactly
Yeah,
it.
my sister don't know because she went to U of A. So,
Oh,
yeah,
on,
I know. She was the older one too, but me and my brother course corrected.
Okay, and
Yeah.
you got it together.
Yeah.
You got everything together.
Yeah, we went to
Yes,
ASU.
yes.
So you know how we do. So yeah, proud Sun Devil over here
Yes,
for
me
sure.
too.
But we're happy to have you here on our podcast, The Power of Influence. Well, actually, Hip Hop Rewind, brought to us by The Power of Influence.
Yes.
So, what does it mean to you to be here today and like to be a panel? Because again, I'm excited to talk to you. Being one of the first female presidents in NASCAR, first Black female president in NASCAR, and as we see, more of us are starting to have a presence in like NASCAR events. I know we have like Bubba Wallace, he's like the biggest one, but we have other ones that are coming about. So what does that mean to you and just exposure and just getting the message out about that?
Absolutely. Well, when I first took on this role, of course, like you said, I'm the first Black female to take on this opportunity. So there's no one else there still in this moment. I've been there for 2 years that looks like me, and in the moment, sometimes you take advantage of it, right? Meaning that you're just kind of like, well, I'm here because I'm supposed to be here, and I don't really think about the moment of that I'm a Black female. However, when you take a moment to soak it all in and you realize the people that you truly are influencing, the young people. I have two teenage boys, and so when I got this opportunity, both of the boys were like, "Mom, you're a goat," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, now I've officially made it." When your teenagers call you a goat, then you know that you're a big deal. But then when I'm out telling my story, telling the message, doing all those things, and just young girls, young kids are just so inspired, and I'm like, if I can just do my small part and in inspiring them, but also presenting opportunities for them to be introduced to the sport and to know what is possible at a sport like NASCAR.
Right.
We've done so many things to just bring kids to the raceway in the last 2 years, even.
Yeah, and I think too, having a presence like you makes it more comfortable for people of color, Black people to come because it's like, can we even be there?
Yes.
Are we going to be welcome? And they forget about legends like Willie T. Ribbs, who's a driver and he set the pace and set the way. So I think it's really good what you're doing because it's like I've often thought about that. I'm like, I'm interested, but can I? Look at me again.
Yes, you can. Well, it's so funny that you say that because I did not go to my first NASCAR race until about 5 years ago because of the previous track president that was there. Her name is Julie. Julie was there at Phoenix Raceway. We became very quick friends, and I was really just helping her with community connections. And as I was doing that, I wanted to go support Julie, right, and to support her in being successful in Phoenix, in our hometown, right. I'm born and raised there, and so I wanted her to be super successful. But like you, I was like, well, girl, hold on. Can I go there? Am I going to be safe? And when I went to my first NASCAR experience, I cannot tell you how much fun I had. I mean, there is nothing like a NASCAR experience, but where I was shocked is how many of us were not only there in terms of crowd, but as well working there and as part of NASCAR pit crews teams, all of that kind of stuff. And you're just like, well, I don't necessarily see a ton of Black drivers. Now we have Bubba Wallace, like you said. We have young drivers coming up like Roger Caruth and as well LeVar Scott, who are both phenomenal young men and human beings. And I know that they are going to be game changers for the sport. You have all of that, but you don't realize that it was already there. It's been there. NASCAR has had a Drive for Diversity program for over 20 years, and people just don't know that.
I certainly didn't know that. When we think about race car, I think about a pit crew. My only association that with a Black person in pit crew was on for Girlfriends with Maya's husband. Was Darnell had got a job as a NASCAR pit crew.
Yes,
so that's the only association I had. I know I'm not alone.
No, you are not alone.
Not alone.
There are a lot of Darnells in NASCAR, that's for sure.
Well, that's good. Well, I will say this. I know your time is limited, and we're going to get to talk some more on the panel, which I'm very excited about that. But we have one of our audience members, Brian. He actually is a car designer in Detroit. He's doing the big one. And he was when we told him we were going to have you on the panel, he was like, "Oh, go ahead, sister." So if you don't mind, could you give Brian a special shout out and for him? Because
Yes. Yes. Shout out to Brian. Brian, thank you so much for being interested in NASCAR, doing what you do. It takes a special skill to even be an artist, right? I can't do anything art wise. And so shout out to Brian. And so thank you so much as well, Brian, for all of your support.
awesome. Well, we appreciate you guys. This is LaTasha Causey. We're going to be talking more at our Women of Power and Influence panel, and I'm so excited. So thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes. And of course, go Sun Devils, okay?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, you can get it. Okay, awesome. Watch the cord there. Thank you. She looks fabulous. A lot of people look fabulous. It's a great event. Brian, I hope you were in the room. If not, someone tell Brian to go ahead and replay this because I knew he was like really excited being a fellow person in the industry. So, Brian, hopefully you heard the shout out because that was special for you. Making sure that we did that just for you. So, yeah, definitely good ones there. So yeah, a lot of great vibes happening. I'm hungry, y'all. I'm very hungry right now. So I ain't gonna hold you. It's about 11:28. So I'm like, someone needs to start eating soon. This is probably gonna go a little bit longer. So my panel, I believe, is probably gonna get pushed a little bit just because of the interest of time. So I don't know if that's going to be live or not, or what they're going to be doing exactly. But yeah, we're going to figure that one out. Vanessa, oh, thanks, DH. I appreciate that. I hope it didn't sound sloppy for y'all. All right, that was Denisha Roll. Yeah, that was Denisha Roll with Set Magazine. So she's yeah, looking very, very fly. I like the little hat too. It's like the other hat, and she looks amazing. Everybody looks really amazing and is really looking really good. So yeah, it's a good time. It's good vibes, good people. Somebody has a mimosa. Somebody needs to hand me one real quick, real soon. Um, so definitely good stuff here. Hope you guys are enjoying the vibes and what we're bringing to you here live from the Power of Influence Awards, 7th annual Power of Influence Awards, brought to you by Live and Direct, and of course, the Hip Hop Rewind podcast. And we appreciate you guys being a part of our audience on a continuous basis as well. Yeah. We appreciate you guys. So we wouldn't be here without you. So that is for sure. Wouldn't be here without you. So looking to do some more interviews. And get everything together. We should be starting soon. I think we have some honorees and guests who are a little late to the party. We're late to the party. Look, it's on slow time. I think with everything, and there, a lot of events have been moving that way, but that's okay because we're here anyway. We're still doing our thing. So, yes, good stuff, good stuff. And again, our gold carpet host, I keep wanting to call it a red carpet host. She's doing amazing and phenomenal as well. So, yeah, anything anybody want to know while we're waiting for more guests, more people. Give me 1 second here. Okay. Well, I got two good interviews so far, so that's been good. And of course, you guys heard the other interview too as well. And I'm just really excited to speak to again the women on the panel. That's going to be really impactful. Now, if we don't get that, it's on the podcast. We will definitely. It will definitely be going up on our YouTube. Probably give us like a week or 2 weeks to get some footage and stuff together for the YouTube channel, and then we will get it up on the YouTube. So it definitely would be a good thing. So but it's been a good experience so far. We're having a great time in New Orleans, Louisiana here, and like I said, the people have all been phenomenal. Everybody has been very positive. No bad attitudes here whatsoever, and everything has just been all good. So yeah, we appreciate everybody, because again, we wouldn't be here without you guys. Honestly, at the end of the day, we wouldn't be doing this podcast. We wouldn't have like the awards that we do. Well, Jerry's been doing this for 7 years. Okay, so this has like been on his heart in his mind to do is to celebrate people in the community. Some are entertainers, some are athletes, some are just, I don't want to say just, but some are everyday, regular people making an impact on their lives. So, yeah, Brian, I saw your hand up. Yes, sir. What would you like to say?
Sorry, I was away from my phone, but I had, I got my earbuds in, so I heard, and thank you. Yeah, that's humbling. But my question, or just curiosity, because I get asked this when I'm out and
Mm-hmm.
about
Yeah.
being an African American car designer, not engineer. No disrespect to engineers, but I
Right.
did not spend a boatload of debt that I still owe to the one of the best private art colleges in the world. I'm not just saying that,
Mm-hmm.
but how do we get more people that look like us into dot dot dot?
Yeah.
And I know it's an open-ended question, but I'm just
Mm-hmm.
curious what her perspective is, and specifically for women.
Yeah.
In my family, I'm a child of the South, black,
Mm-hmm.
white, literally black and white. But
Yeah.
in my diverse family, even like one of my cousins,
Hmm.
she's hardcore NASCAR,
Right.
and I'm hardcore just racing.
Yeah.
Whether it predominantly Formula One is, I grew up with NASCAR
Mm-hmm.
down there.
Yeah.
But my question, or just hopefully, give you something if you ever find have an opportunity to speak with her again. I know you guys are going to be doing a panel, but
Yeah. I'll
just
try to.
curiosity. And I think
Yeah.
that's a question for any woman that's on
Yeah.
the panel.
Yeah, I'll try to get that question in, and if not, what I'll do, I'll try to ask her individually as well. So we have NLE Choppa just got in. He's looking very spiffy. I know some of y'all probably didn't think he was gonna show up, but he's here. Definitely good stuff here. So yes, just going back to just a sad note in hip hop news, it's been reported and confirmed that um, legendary producer, CEO of Murder Inc., Irv Gotti, has passed away at the age of 54 years old. He passed away unfortunately yesterday due to complications of a stroke. He was said to be in a coma, and also back in August he did suffer a mini stroke. He said due to diabetes complications. So again, we definitely want to say rest in peace and power to Irv Gotti. Definitely a big instrumental part in the hip hop world and the music. 2000 from 99 to 2009, literally, Murder Inc. had a really good run, especially with its artists. And we all know the stuff with Ashanti, too. We maybe won't say the elephant in the room that recently happened about a year and a half or two ago with that interview on the podcast. But at the end of the day, he's a part of history, and you can't take Irv out or erase Irv from hip hop history. And it's just unfortunate. 54 is so young to say goodbye to everyone on this side of the world. So it's just, it's a tough go. But we're gonna try to get an Emily Choppa on Hip Hop Rewind right now, and just yeah, we appreciate the legends, we appreciate the newcomers, we appreciate people that are pouring into the community. And when it comes to hip hop, we appreciate all aspects of hip hop and what people are doing. So, you know, um, as we honor Inali Choppa, he's a trailblazer. He's leading the way for a new generation. We also want to pay respect to Irv Gotti, excuse me. Someone I guess would say would be middle of the road, but definitely made a big impact for the time that he was here. And when you think about it, he was 54 years old. He was doing things as a pretty young man in the 1999, 2000s, and 1998 is when Murder Inc. was founded. So it was a pretty big deal, really, really big deal of what he was doing. So we appreciate him, and we appreciate NLE Choppa. So yeah, we're gonna try to get him on. He's taking some pictures right now, but we're gonna try to bring him on to the podcast. Everybody wants to talk. Everybody wants pictures. That's a good thing. I want to eat, so I'm gonna have to sit down soon. To our Kels, and I'm truly sad, and we are the same age, and hate to see him leave that way so young. Me too. Me too. It's just really, really sad, and it's not the news that anybody was expecting to bring. I was actually on the red carpet at the Super Soul event when Jerry had texted me and Anthony that Irv had passed away, and I was like, oh my god! And he showed, news report, and I was telling everybody the correspondents that were with me. I'm like, he's gone. And I'm like, oh my god! And it was just, it's surreal. I will say that it's a surreal moment for sure. When it comes to that, so let's see here. Yeah, we're gonna try to get NLE Choppa, and I'm gonna try to get an NLE plate after this, and see because your girl is hungry. Okay, I've been up, I've been around, so we're hungry. But yes, Roberto definitely pressed his family, for his children, all who loved him, people who worked with him, collaborated with him, anybody who he was touched by his life. Definitely, we want to send love, thoughts, prayers, positive vibes, and all the good things, to him, for sure. So yeah, but definitely wanting to, I'm like, see what's happening here. So yeah, you guys are getting the full experience, kind of like the behind the scenes, if you will, of what's going on, and how award shows can sometimes take place, um, with everything. But I'm hoping to eat soon. I'm like, sometimes we eat last, but I'm hoping to eat soon. You're like, I'm so hungry, y'all. I burn calories here. Trust me. Kelsey, I was wondering if it was the same Irv Gotti music producer when I heard. Yep, same one, same one. So definitely rest in peace and power to his family. Guys, we have a special guest. NLE Choppa is going to be coming on. Everybody's trying to get a selfie, but he's making his way to our podcast. So I hope you guys are enjoying the vibes. I hope you're enjoying everything. I'm not gonna be able to ask any questions from you guys, because we are pressed for time and we're trying to get people in, out to the table so they can eat, so they can serve. So we're just gonna keep it real light, and we're gonna keep it focused on the award. So just wanted to FYI on that. Normally sometimes when we have a guest online, we like to get you guys to ask questions and stuff, but fortunately we just won't. Oh, Shantae, what was it? Oh, it was
Listen,
Noah. Yes, I would get him to get Noah's shout out.
he loves him.
Yeah, yeah.
Please
We're gonna do that. I will. I got you. I got you, girl.
get
Hi. Be careful, you guys. We have a trailblazer on our podcast. Hi, I'm Vanessa. I'm Jerry's co-host. Nice to meet you too. I'm loving the fit and everything you got going on here. So in the bling. So you are receiving the Trailblazer Award today. Yes, ma'am. Okay, and I see you have icon tattooed on the side of your face there. Yes, ma'am. It was kind of like a manifestation, I guess, for you. Yes, ma'am. Now, what does it mean for you, to be considered a trailblazer and being awarded for that? I think a trailblazer is like, who I am when I'm um who I am is being devoted to the most high. A trailblazer is someone that goes out my ways just to make sure I'm serving purpose on being who he created me and called me to be. So, the fact that it's called the Trailblazer Award is something that resonates with me deeply because I feel I'm a trailblazer for the most high. So, Absolutely. And your positivity, I think it just runs a lot into the community. I know my younger cousins, they love you. We have a friend of the show, Shantae, her son Noah loves you. Do you mind giving Noah a shout out because he's one of your biggest fans? What's up, Noah? How you doing? I appreciate you for being a supporter of me. Means a lot to me for real. Whoever, I don't care who my supporters is, who if they room for me and standing firm with me and growing with me. I'm always grateful for it. So I appreciate you, Noah. Awesome. Well, we appreciate you for that. And, of course, you're a trailblazer, means you're an innovator. We see that with your style, with your music, and everything you do. Where do you see yourself, or what do you want for yourself within like the next like 2 to 5 years, like when it comes to your artistry and just the industry as a whole? Just keep climbing to the top of mountains and different demographics, rather it's musically, reaching the top of the mountains and movies, film area, fashion. Just keep reaching the top of the mountains and most importantly, fatherhood. Mhm. Yeah, and I guess since you said you are a father, that being a big influence to your children is probably like your primary goal. and resource there. So I definitely appreciate you for that. And it's so good to see young fathers doing their thing and appreciating their children.
Yeah, 1000%. I think that's the most beautiful part of my life. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, as far as music goes, what can we expect for you? Got anything else coming up, or what's going on?
I'm doing a lot of Black History um, projects. I'm dropping a song every Friday in honor of like Black History Month. So, I released a song tonight called "Can We Live." It's just me questioning, can we live as black men where we come from, seeing us always, falling victims sometimes. Some kids not making it to 18 or even 21. So, can we live?
Well, I would say this is needed, especially when Black history is trying to get erased. A lot. It's important for us to really keep that going, and it's just really inspiring that you're gonna be dropping a new song every week for Black History Month. That's just in honor of that. So that's awesome, and I appreciate you for that. Just as from a black woman to a black man, we see you, we appreciate you. This is the positivity that we want to go on, and whatever we can do to support you, we're gonna support you.
Thank you. I appreciate that wholeheartedly.
Awesome. Well, thank you for stopping by the Hip Hop Rewind. We appreciate you, and congratulations on your award. Thank you. God bless you. Awesome, guys. And watch your cord. I don't want you
Okay,
to
we're
hurt
gonna
yourself before you
wrap it
get
up
your
over
award.
here
With
All
our
right,
gold
guys,
carpet
that was
coverage.
I hate
So,
the Sonic water. I'm sorry.
our host does not like the Sonic water. But anyway, we're going to be wrapping things up here. We're going to be getting our awards because, yeah, we hungry and we need a seat and we need to eat and we need to give these honors to these people. We'll try to get more interviews for you, maybe do another room, but also make sure you're following us on our Instagram, which is POI Icon. Also, make sure you're following our TikTok, which is also the Hip Hop Rewind. Also on our YouTube channel. We got so much coverage, guys. We got our videographer Mike here. We got Scott helping out. Everybody's here to bring you this content, baby. We got content, okay? So make sure you're following us on YouTube. It's the Hip Hop Rewind. We don't have enough of you following us yet. I think we got 7 followers on YouTube. We need to increase that number. Let's do better. So if you're not already following us on YouTube, make sure you're following the Hip Hop Rewind. You'll see our genuine our logo there. Make sure you're following us, and we're getting it together. So I think we're gonna wrap this up here. I think we're almost done. I appreciate you guys so much. We wouldn't be able to do this without you. I used to keep saying that over and over again, but I mean, I honestly, this is like a dream right now, and so we're just, ready to live it, ready to be in it, ready to be fully immersed in it, and just do what we got to do. So give me just a moment. I'm going to see how much more time we have left for the award. So give me just a moment, guys. Here. So yes, just going back to just a sad note in hip hop news, it's been reported and confirmed that legendary producer, CEO of Murder Inc., Irv Gotti, has passed away at the age of 54 years old. He passed away unfortunately yesterday due to complications of a stroke. He was said to be in a coma, and also back in August he did suffer a mini stroke. He said due to diabetes complications. So again, we definitely want to say rest in peace and power to Irv Gotti. Definitely a big instrumental part in the hip hop world and the music. 2000 from 99 to 2009, literally, Murder Inc. had a really good run, especially with its artists. And we all know the stuff with Ashanti, too. We won't say the elephant in the room that recently happened about a year and a half or two ago with that interview on the podcast. But at the end of the day, he's a part of history, and you can't take Irv out or erase Irv from hip hop history. And it's just unfortunate. 54 is so young, to say goodbye to everyone on this side of the world. So it's just, it's a tough go, but we're gonna try to get an Emily Choppa on Hip Hop Rewind right now. And just, yeah, we appreciate the legends, we appreciate the newcomers, we appreciate people that are pouring into the community. And when it comes to hip hop, we appreciate all aspects of hip hop and what people are doing. So, you know, um, yeah, as we honor Inali Choppa, he's a trailblazer. He's leading the way for a new generation. We also want to pay respect to to Irv Gotti, excuse me. Someone I guess would say it would be middle of the road, but definitely made a big impact for the time that he was here. And when you think about it, he's 54 years old. You know, he was doing things as a pretty young man in the 1999 2000s, and 1998 is when Murder Inc. was founded. So it was a pretty big deal, really, really big deal of what he was doing. So we appreciate him and we appreciate NLE Choppa. So yeah, we're gonna try to get him on. He's taking some pictures right now, but we're gonna try to bring him on to the podcast. Everybody wants to talk. Everybody wants pictures. That's a good thing. I want to eat, so I'm gonna have to sit down soon. To Raquel said, "I'm truly sad, and we are the same age, and hate to see him leave that way so young." Me too. Me too. It's just really, really sad, and it's not the news that anybody was expecting to bring. I was actually on the red carpet at the Super Soul event when Jerry had texted me and Anthony that Irv had passed away, and I was like, oh my god! And he showed, news report, and I was telling everybody the correspondents are with me. I'm like, he's gone. And I'm like, oh my god! And it was just, it's surreal. I will say that it's a surreal moment for sure. When it comes to that, so let's see here. Yeah, we're gonna try to get NLE Choppa, and I'm gonna try to get an NLE plate after this, and see because your girl is hungry. Okay, I've been up, I've been around, so we hungry. But yes, Roberto definitely pressed his family, for his children, all who loved him, people who worked with him, collaborated with him, anybody who was touched by his life. Definitely, we want to send love, thoughts, prayers, positive vibes, and all the good things to him for sure. So yeah, but definitely wanting to, I'm like, see what's happening here. So yeah, you guys are getting the full experience, kind of like the behind the scenes, if you will, of what's going on, and how award shows can sometimes take place um with everything. But I'm hoping to eat soon. I'm like, sometimes we eat last, but I'm hoping to eat soon. You're like, I'm so hungry, y'all. I burn calories here, trust me. Kelsey, I was wondering if it was the same Irv Gotti music producer when I heard. Yep, same one, same one. So definitely rest in peace and power to his family. Guys, we have a special guest. NLE Choppa is going to be coming on. Everybody's trying to get a selfie, but he's making his way to our podcast. So I hope you guys are enjoying the vibes. I hope you're enjoying everything. I'm not gonna be able to ask any questions from you guys because we are pressed for time and we're trying to get people in, out to the table so they can eat, so they can serve. So we're just gonna keep it real light and we're gonna keep it focused on the award. So just wanted to FYI on that. Normally sometimes when we have a guest online, we like to get you guys to ask questions and stuff, but fortunately we just won't. Oh, Shantae, what was it? Oh, it's
Please
Noah. Yes, I would get
tell
him
you
to
his
get Noah's shout out.
he loves him.
Yeah, yeah.
Please
We're gonna do that. I will. I got you. I got you, girl.
get
Hi. Be careful, you guys. We have a trailblazer on our podcast. Hi, I'm Vanessa. I'm Jerry's co-host.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I'm loving the fit and everything you got going on
Thank
here.
you.
So
Thank you.
in the bling. So you are receiving the Trailblazer Award today.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and I see you have icon tattooed on the side of your face there.
Yes, ma'am.
It was kind of like a manifestation, I guess, for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what does it mean for you to be considered a trailblazer and being awarded for that?
I think a trailblazer is like, who I am when I'm um who I am is being devoted to the most high. A trailblazer is someone that goes out my ways just to make sure I'm serving purpose on being who he created me and called me to be. So, the fact that it's called the Trailblazer Award is something that resonates with me deeply because I feel I'm a trailblazer for the most high. So,
Absolutely. And your positivity, I think it just runs a lot into the community. I know my younger cousins, they love you. We have a friend of the show, Shantae, her son Noah loves you. Do you mind giving Noah a shout out because he's one of your biggest fans?
what's up, Noah? How you doing? I appreciate you for being a supporter of me. Means a lot to me for real. Whoever, I don't care who my supporters is, who if they room for me and standing firm with me and growing with me. I'm always grateful for it. So I appreciate you, Noah.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you for that. And, of course, you're a trailblazer, means you're an innovator. We see that with your style, with your music, and everything you do. Where do you see yourself, or what do you want for yourself within like the next like 2 to 5 years, like when it comes to your artistry and just the industry as a whole?
Just keep climbing to the top of mountains and different demographics. Rather it's musically, reaching the top of the mountains and movies, film area, fashion. Just keep reaching the top of the mountains, and most importantly, fatherhood.
Yeah, and I guess since you said you are a father, that being a big influence to your children is probably like your primary goal, and resource there. So I definitely appreciate you for that, and it's so good to see young fathers doing their thing and appreciating their children.
Yeah, 1,000%. I think that's the most beautiful part of my life. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. So as far as music goes, what can we expect for you? Got anything else coming up, or what's going on?
I'm doing a lot of Black History um, projects. I'm dropping a song every Friday in honor of like Black History Month. So, I released a song tonight called "Can We Live." It's just me questioning, can we live as Black men where we come from? Seeing us always, falling victims sometimes. Some kids not making it to 18 or even 21. So, can we live?
Well, I would say this is needed, especially when Black history is trying to get erased. A lot. It's important for us to really keep that going, and it's just really inspiring that you're gonna be dropping a new song every week for Black History Month. That's just in honor of that. So that's awesome, and I appreciate you for that. Just as from a Black woman to a Black man, we see you, we appreciate you. This is the positivity that we want to go on, and whatever we can do to support you, we're gonna support you.
Thank you. I appreciate that wholeheartedly.
Awesome. Well, thank you for stopping by the Hip Hop Rewind. We appreciate you, and congratulations on your award. Thank you. God bless you. Awesome, guys. And watch your core. I don't want you to hurt yourself before you get your award. All right, y'all. That was Annalie Chava, our Okay, there we go. We're back in
Okay,
business.
I got
Yeah.
that one.
I gotta do it with this one. She's gonna slice my tires.
Awesome,
She
guys.
should,
Sorry, we're back
as
in
she
business.
should.
We had a little issue for a second, and Ellie Choppa kind of took the power out of our core. So
Okay.
we appreciate you. We appreciate you guys so much. Shantae, we hope Noah appreciates that shout out from Ellie Choppa. I didn't play for him when he gets in school. She's on the phone right now. So, yeah, you guys, what I meant, you guys are getting the full experience. You guys are getting the full experience. So, I appreciate that. My mom was probably already eating already. I want to be like her and get plates. So, yeah, we got a lot of things going on. So, oh, do you know how much
Thank
more
you.
time? How much more
Your
time do we
water.
have left?
Perfect. It's the Dasani.
Okay, we're about to wrap it up over here with our gold carpet coverage.
I hate
So,
Dasani water. I'm sorry.
our host does not like to sign water. But anyway, we're going to be wrapping things up here. We're going to be getting our awards because, yeah, we hungry and we need a seat and we need to eat and we need to give these honors to these people. We'll try to get more interviews for you, maybe do another room, but also make sure you're following us on our Instagram, which is POI Icon. Also, make sure you're following our TikTok, which is also the Hip Hop Rewind. Also on our YouTube channel. We got so much coverage, guys. We got our videographer Mike here. We got Scott helping out. everybody's here to bring you this content, baby. We got content, okay? So make sure you're following us on YouTube. It's the Hip Hop Rewind. We don't have enough of you following us yet. I think we got 7 followers on YouTube. We need to increase that number. Let's do better. So if you're not already following us on YouTube, make sure you're following the Hip Hop Rewind. You'll see our genuine our logo there. Make sure you're following us, and we're getting it together. So I think we're gonna wrap this up here. I think we're almost done. I appreciate you guys so much. We wouldn't be able to do this without you. I used to keep saying that over and over again, but I mean, I honestly, this is like a dream right now, and so we're just, ready to live it, ready to be in it, ready to be fully immersed in it, and just do what we got to do. So give me just a moment. I'm going to see how much more time we have left for the awards. So give me just a moment, guys. Okay, guys, sorry, we're getting ready to start soon. I'm getting cotton mouth. And so we're trying to get things together and all that stuff. People are eating, and I want to eat. I want to eat now. So we'll try to bring some more to you guys. Just keep on the lookout for all of our content. Make sure you guys are joining us tomorrow because we are doing we have a premiere podcast. We are covering the basketball game, the Celebrity Super Slam basketball game live at Xavier University tomorrow night. So make sure that you guys are following us on all of our social medias, and actually you RSVP when we put the room up. So and come on in, bring a friend. Each one reach one, okay? Bring a friend and let them know what we're doing. And we're about to have a really good time. We appreciate you guys. Again, like I said, so very much. We got awards to get out. We got God, the mayor's honoring people. I mean, we got a lot going on. Yeah, Jerry had me going down to the mayor's office, no lie, yesterday to get some accommodations or what it was from the mayor's office for NLE Choppa and another person I can't name right now. So yeah, definitely. I've been running around like your girl's been doing interviews. Don't think this is all glamorous, okay? It's not. It's good. It's fun, but there's a lot of work to this. And I've been doing the PR stuff. I've been running around. As we've been doing our big one, and networking and all that good fun stuff. So it's fun, but it's work. It's work and it's fun. So it looks like we're gonna get started here pretty soon. Um, yep, we are gonna get started. So I'm gonna end the broadcast here today. We appreciate you guys so very much. Thank you for joining us again for another edition of the Hip Hop Rewind. Thanks to rapper D1, NLE Choppa, and of course Latasha Kazi from the Phoenix Raceway, first female Black president of NASCAR. So we appreciate y'all so very much. Thank you. And yeah, we will talk soon. We will do another broadcast soon. And I'm going to boom the room. Shouts out. Oh, yeah, some of y'all got shouts out today. So shouts out to y'all. Shouts out to just everybody. Halo, we see you, brother. And we
Much
see what you're
love. Just popped in to
doing.
say hello.
Yes. Yeah. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Thank you, Uchante. You're so welcome. Let me know how Noah receives that. I want to see the baby's reaction. Okay. So we appreciate y'all, and we're gonna boom the room in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.
Bye.
See y'all later. I'm about to end the room, but it doesn't want to end. Bye.